And this,
Um.
will it be enough of me? Yes, here we go. That's perfect. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you want.
Okay.
Amazing.
What is?
That's something else. This is a ring light, which I never use actually.
Oh, so you can.
It's for lighting.
Yeah, sure.
And I don't like the light, so I just use it for this. Oh, careful.
I hope I'm not too big for this.
Why don't you move a little bit there?
Okay.
Yeah, more room.
Okay.
Cool.
So
Okay, so we bow hold.
Mm-hmm.
So look at my bow. See now, if I have to make sure that I'm in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a minute. Good. So the first thing is this second finger and the thumb should be opposite each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I think your thumb should be, see this, the black leather guard? I'm leaning my thumb against it. So bring your whole hand down towards the floor. Yeah, it should be more like there. It's actually between, like my thumb is resting on the black wooden piece. What if you bring it down a little bit more? Okay, right there. Mm-hmm.
So it's like right in between this, in between this and here.
Yeah, but it's like I'm resting on the end of the leather guard.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah, right.
But I happen to touch the wooden piece. Yeah, that looks good.
Mm-hmm.
And then, good, the second finger, and have this second and third finger be diagonally on the stick like that, and on the pads just on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then the first finger needs to curl around a little more. You want to be on the first knuckle, in the first knuckle. Perfect. That's good. And bend your thumb again. That's really a trick. Good. And bring your pinky in, because it should not be keep going a little more. It shouldn't be past this frog thingy. And I would say that the pinky needs to be set a little behind the top. No, back that way. Yeah. Now, either there on a ridge, but your pinky has to be, that's it. Mm-hmm. And now bend the thumb again. That's what you have to remember. But that looks good. Show the video that, and turn it a little, yeah. Okay, it's hard to tell from that. But
no, this is good, because I can review this, and
yeah, this is good. Let's see.
Come
this way so I can see it. No, just for me.
Okay. Oh.
Just a second. I'll do it here. Good. Now, this first finger, the tendency is to have it kind of floating in the air, but see if you can touch the stick with the fingertip. Not tip, the pad. Yeah, so the inside of the first knuckle is where you rest the first finger. See, you see how it's not touching the stick? The pad of your finger, first finger, it needs to touch it. Look, the difference is, look, not this. I'm going to show the video. Not this, but this. Not that, but this. But be careful that you're not on the second knuckle. That's wrong. First knuckle. The inside of the first knuckle is here.
Yeah. See, I have my finger get cut off here.
Oh,
so
okay.
That's why it looks maybe.
That looks good. You can do it, and bend your thumb now. Good. Okay. Yeah, good.
Okay.
All right. And let's review that. Yeah, you don't need to stick out your pinky. You don't need to extend it. That tightens, that causes tension. It should be rounded on the top. Either on the top or right behind the top. Behind the top is over here on this side. A little bit. If that doesn't work, then the top is okay. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Nice. And your thumb has to be bent. So it's the pinky rounded and the thumb bent, both together. And the thumb is not so much under, but more on the outside. But yeah, there you go. Nice. Let's try that.
Now what do I do with it? Oh, I
now you play. And then take your mute off. We don't need that here.
Oops.
And also
Oh,
your
I lost my hand free.
I know, you have to get it again. The other thing is, let me just check your bridge because your bridge is really about to fall over.
This?
Yeah. This has to be perpendicular.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
not.
look
I'll
at
do
it.
it. I'll do
Okay.
Plus, also, you see how it's touched.
Oh, yeah, look at that. I was about to.
It's moved. So usually this moved up. Usually the
Yeah,
foot
yeah.
of the bridge should be
Exactly. Yeah.
even with those little notches. Now I'm gonna have to sit in the chair
That's fine.
to do this. A minute. So then you're going to have to tune, if you haven't tuned anyway. So in order to move the bridge, it's really important to go like
Yes.
first finger and thumb and first fingers on either side, and then you can go like that. So let me just move it back though. It seems like sometimes if it's in a really weird position for a long time, the bridge tends to warp.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
So we'll see. I think that looks good. Now it looks much better. See?
Okay.
Oh, let me take this for a second. Okay, good. So now we should tune. And we'll get that back. Don't worry.
Okay, I know. I lost it all.
And you can pinch this, the top part.
Yeah.
These are K95s.
Yeah, yeah. My issue. Well, I mean, I know they're important, but my issue.
What?
My spooky.
It's a bird.
Oh,
It's a wood thrush slowed down 1 octave. Slowed down twice as slow and brought down 1 octave.
Okay. Wood thrush.
Wood thrush.
Yeah, I love birds. I have a few birds nests outside my place.
Oh, nice.
I try to track. I get a lot of little barn swallows and
Nice.
mostly every once in a while I get a the redbirds too.
The
Cardinals,
Yeah,
yeah, and they sort of like, oh, yeah. And I try to take a picture, but by the time I get there, they're gone,
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff like that,
Here, what do you tune with? Here, I have it. You're using your phone now, but do you want to use that?
Sure. Okay.
Actually, tune A first. That's the standard thing to do. Can you tune at the same time as you're bowing? In other words, hold your violin. You have to, bring your hand. On the other side. The other side, yeah. This way. Sorry. See, your hand has to go this way. No, the other way. Yes, because you're, that way, if it falls, it's under, your arm is under the violin.
Okay, so what do you want me to do now?
Go around with your left hand.
Left hand.
Let me show you with my violin. Sorry. Okay. It's just a better way to tune because rather than turn, bow, it's better to bow while you're turning with your fine tuners. So I'll show you. Let me make sure it's lined up here. Like this. Let's imagine I only have one fine tuner, so I'm going to use my E.
Oh.
Know what I mean? Yeah. And rather than here, which is your violin's very unprotected. This way.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Like this?
Yeah. Bravo. And can you reach the fine tuners for the A? Above the mute there. Yeah, that's a tricky thing. You can do it. Yeah, the second one. You're doing A. Check it out. You have enough? Can you tune it? Okay. Almost there, yeah. That's nice. Perfect. Now
I
let's.
never knew this before. This is
And
good.
I'm gonna put this up here.
Mhm.
It's more solid.
So E
Good.
now.
No, D next.
So I have to come over here.
So lower your arm a little so you don't hit the G string. You're good. Now G. G. So you have to play it and then come off because it doesn't like the G. Right, so it needs to be higher. It's weird. The other way, you're going, yeah, tighten it to raise it. You got it. Yeah.
Too much.
Do it again. Maybe a little too
I didn't
high.
know about that coming off of that like that.
It's the only way this tuner responds. It's the
Mhm.
tuner in particular. You're a little high still.
Mhm.
Still. Bring it lower and see what happens. You're going higher, so you have to go to the left. Yeah. There we go.
Mhm.
And E. Maybe a little too high. See if you turn it while you're bowing it. Don't do it in between. That's good. You have it. Good.
So that's interesting. So come underneath it like this.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually, I should not have to use the
We'll use the fine tuners, exact. I mean the pegs.
pegs. Yeah.
But for that, yeah, that's good. Okay, so now the other thing is right. Drop your left arm and make sure, cool, and make sure you can go like this forward and back gently, and make sure that the shoulder rest is on the top up here rather than in front. But don't bring it out like that. That's the wrong angle. That's the wrong angle. So that's like 180. So here's 90. Here's 180. Here's 45.
So I want 45.
You want 45. 45 is the.
So this is 90, 45.
Hold it. Pick up your head. Okay, that's better. Yeah, that looks good. You have a center chin rest. Okay, that's good though. Do you feel okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everything's new. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but this is
seems
good.
Like is this too high or too low? Or what do you think?
I think it's good. Are you comfortable?
Yep.
I think it looks good. A little bit more like that.
Mm-hmm.
And your mute tends to that kind of mute. When you can you push it down? Will it stay down? If you push it, take it off. Yeah, don't lose it. Because I think that particular kind tends to move around a lot if you're not using it. It bounces.
Oh
around.
yeah, sure.
Like there's another one called a tort, which looks more like a violin shape that you can push down and it won't move.
I see.
Yeah, behind.
It's called torque.
Tourte. Is this for practicing so people don't hear you?
Yeah.
So then, do you know about the other one? Do you know about this? Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Have you ever tried one of these?
I have one of those for my cello.
It's the same idea. Here, let's put it on for a minute. Now play.
Oh.
It's much more powerful than that other one.
Yeah.
Yeah? Keep playing a little bit, just because I want to show you the difference. And something else. Yeah. Now listen.
Oh, yeah.
Quite a difference.
I want to buy one of those.
Yeah, it's a practice mute.
Yeah, sure. Now, where
Anywhere. Online, Amazon, Johnson Strings.
Yeah, how do you spell it again, please?
It's a practice mute. So
okay. Just call it practice mute.
Yeah, I think so.
I can get that.
They used to call them a hotel mute.
Right? You're right.
Hotel mutes. I've used them in hotels.
Oh, sure. No, I'm always concerned because I have neighbors, and I always want,
Yeah. And they're either brass. Here, put it in here. Practice mute. Or they're hard black rubber.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, they're
How much
both
did it
good.
cost? You know?
I don't remember.
Okay.
It's not a lot.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so now that really looks nice. Now let's review the bow. Now your tendency is to straighten your pinky and stretch it out, but that's not a good thing to do. So first of all, your thumb has to be bent, and remember where to put it. Lower down between those two, so that you're touching the wooden piece exactly as well. Okay, bend your thumb. Second finger has to be opposite it, so I would move it down a little bit. Okay, that's it. This finger closer, because everything should be equidistant.
Mm-hmm.
So these middle two should not be touching, these two. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And now pick up the pinky and put it back at the very top on the fingertip there. That's it. And bend your thumb. There you go. So that's what you just have to remember. Mainly that your thumb has to be bent.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's your default is not to bend it. And your default is to straighten the pinky. But that looks good. Why don't you show the video again how good it looks.
See me.
Turn it a little. Turn your hand so you can. Yeah. Now let's do some open strings like we did. So you can hold the violin still. Actually, if you're going to hold the violin, there are two ways to do it. One, while you're doing open strings, one is to do this. Yeah. If you were going to hold it like you're going to, like this way in playing position, do that. Put it here. But your thumb should be on the side and not sticking up so much. Look at mine. Mine is just slightly above the
Yeah. Because my monster type hands, you know.
That's okay. It's good. And push your wrist out a little. Yeah, but not too much. Not too much. Less than that. Bring it in. Yeah. So you don't want your wrist to be bent. You don't want it pushed out like that. You just want it neutral. Yeah. Okay. All right. So either way, you can do that.
So either this or this.
Or this. Yeah.
And
yeah. Nice. Okay, let's do some open strings.
Okay.
Bend your thumb on the bow. Super important. And do vertical again. Hold it vertically and pick up your pinky and put it down rounded. Rounded. Yes, that's it. See the difference?
Yes,
You
yeah.
see it.
I mean, yeah, I can.
It's very different. You're used to holding it one way, and it's going to feel like you're going to drop it, but you won't.
Well, it's not that. It's just getting used to memorizing it. You know?
Exactly.
So when I take my hand off my bow, I want to put it back in the same way without even thinking about it. You know. So
that looks good though. Look what you did. You're learning it nicely.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do. So when you do the down bow, let me say it first. You're going to start, the hand is kind of hanging, see the angle? It's not like this. It's that. And my bow's on the edge. And I'm going to go, as soon as I start, my upper arm falls. And my hand turns, so my fingers, the bow is flat, and my fingers are on the top rather than like this. But nothing has changed. I haven't moved my fingers. Like that.
So immediately, as soon as you start moving.
Yeah. But, and let me tell you the rest. So around here, you're flat. And then when you're about 90 degrees, you stop. And then you just move from your elbow, your forearm. Right? Until a point where stop when it starts feeling strained. And then back, your on bow is flat and start turning around the middle. You end up in the same situation you started. Why don't you try that? Okay, you have to check your bow hold again. So your pinky has to come in and hold it vertically. I think that's the best way to do it. And your thumb has to be bent. And it has to be lower. So right now you're used to being on top of this leather guard. It should be lean on the end of the leather guard. And so your thumb is really touching both the leather guard and the wooden stick. Yeah, cool, nice, very nice. Okay, so which hand position? I think you should actually hold it there, so you don't have to worry about it. Yeah,
Yeah, this is like I had never done this before, but this is
it's nice, right?
makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially for open strings, you know. So
Good. Let's do G. Yeah. Okay, you need rosin.
I have rosin. Oh, take my hat off the bow.
I know you're gonna have good. You have to get it again. Put the violin down, actually, so you do one thing at a time. And when you rosin, I don't know. We may have done this together.
No, we haven't.
Let me show you what I do. Oh.
This is great. I like this thing here.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Although it's not great to always use it, because then you'll never get sense of the sound you're creating.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I have like an electric violin that's solid plastic that
And that's quiet.
Yeah,
obviously.
but it still misses that acoustic sound to a certain
Exactly.
degree.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Mhm.
So what I do for the rosin is I cover the metal piece on the bow. The metal piece is right here. Cover it with your thumb, but don't touch the hair. See if you can do it on the like this way, across this way, perpendicular to the bow. With your thumb.
So
Turn it so the hair faces you, like mine. Yeah, and now cover exactly. Cover a little more so that the reason is to protect the rosin. Sure. So when you're rosining it, you don't smash into the
I
piece.
see. Cover like that.
Yeah, and then I scrub pretty hard at the frog because that's where it gets a lot of contact, even though you may not do it on purpose. And then scrub slowly up all the way to the tip. Right? All the way to the tip. And you should do this every time you play.
Yes.
All the way to the tip.
Like
still scrub, like right here. I think you missed this part. Right around here. Okay, and then when you get to the tip with that, you go like this. Watch. 1, 2, 3. 3 big sweeps. Full sweeps. Okay. You still may need more rosin at the frog, I bet. At the very beginning, yeah.
But it's something that I just never knew that to protect this. Yeah,
because you'll rosin, you know rosin is easily crackable.
Oh yeah, well that too. But I mean, sometimes maybe that's why the strings pull out. You know what I mean?
What do you mean? The hairs come out.
Yeah, hairs come out. Yeah.
By how?
I mean, if you just because this everything's sort of connected in here. Maybe I'm just speculating that that's what happens.
But what does that have to do with covering the metal?
Well, because how would I say that? Because how it's built inside it. Because I know that when they make the bowl, you probably know. When they rehair it, they sort of like
they connect it there.
Yeah, you get the wood piece that's sort of holding it, and they sort of
the wedge.
Yeah, the wedge. So, I know when my bowl starts, when my hair starts to come out, it's usually frayed right at the beginning,
So what is the connection between the rosin
and? If I'm putting pressure on this here, maybe.
But with the thumb?
Oh no, with the rosin on the end, because it's just like.
So now I'm hearing it knock. So cover it better.
Right.
So okay, good.
I think I tried to explain that right, but maybe not.
Okay, whatever. It's okay. That's yours.
Okay.
Okay, so now let's review this again.
I love your toys.
I wouldn't call them toys, but that's okay.
You have fun with them, right?
But I do play with them.
You play with them, right?
They are toys on a very... Okay, so let's hold it vertically and hold it closer to the video so we can... Why don't you get in the video so that you can see it too? Hold it.
I mean, my place is like this in a sense, but it's various bass stuff and just music books and books about music, just like you.
I've got a bunch of stuff there too. Yeah. Okay. So now turn towards me and let's look at the bow hold. Come back to me. Yeah. Look at that. Beautiful. It's perfect. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So now let's do an open string. And the angle is important. That pick up your head. I'm just going to place it. So that's good. 45 degrees. Keep your thumb bent. Good. You don't have to go to the very end, but. And now look at your pinky. You've adjusted it to extend it. So bring it closer. But now more on the top than that. Yeah, not in front of it. Yeah. That's good. Good. And the first thing that should happen on the down bow is that your upper arm slowly falls. Slowly let your upper arm fall though. You're not letting that. This has to come down. Do it again now. Do it again and start on the edge. But your pinky's not in the right position. It has to come.
So this just like this? Is this from my upper arm?
Yeah, but look at just the bow hold again. Hold it vertically. See how you're used to straightening your pinky. Pick it up and put it back like that. Yeah, effortlessly. And your thumb has to be bent too. Both the thumb and the pinky have to be bent.
Thumb and pinky bent. Okay.
Okay, good. Now try it again. So what I was saying was, yes, the upper arm, from the shoulder to the elbow, that falls.
Let me do it without the
yeah, okay.
Like
but it's much slower, so it's like this. Oh. Do it now on the A string, actually. Let's try the A string. And be on the edge. Good. And now stop. I'm going to correct you direction-wise because you want to be parallel. Good. Now start turning. Start turning. And come off. Keep going. Yeah. That's it. You feel the upper arm falling? I bet you never did that before. Start turning. And bend your thumb on the bow, make sure. And let's go to the D string and do the same thing. Flatten it. Good. Stop for a second. Pick up your pinky and bring it in. Is that okay? Okay. Go ahead.
I think it's okay. I can't see.
Good. But you can feel it. Now start turning. Start turning. Let's do another D. Good.
No D.
The same. No, that's A.
Oh.
Do you that? What you just did. Good. Flatten. Good. Keep going. And let's go to the G string at the end of this. Come off and then go to the G. Nice. I wonder if your first finger can be a little deeper so that you can really be on that first knuckle. Yeah, there you go. And your pinky needs to come in a little again. Good. Flatten the bow. Nice. And bend your thumb. Bend your thumb. Go back. And again, that's beautiful. Yeah. Bend your thumb. It keeps straightening. Nice. And now let's go to D at the end of this with your whole arm. Not with the hand. Not with the hand, but with your whole arm. Let's go up bow again a little bit. Like right there. Bow on the edge. Oh, so you're changing with your hand. See if you can do this. Not a big deal, man. And you go. I'm going to change strings like this.
Oh, I see. You usually do. Take the bow off then.
Yeah. The whole thing, yeah. Instead of, don't do anything with your hand. Position. It's the same position. So your elbow is going to change levels. Okay, your pinky has to be in more. And not, listen here, look. Yeah, behind the top. Look at me. Instead of being hanging over the front, you want it to be either on the top or behind the top. Yeah, good. And bow on the edge. So turn your bow so it's on the edge.
So we're doing G string. And,
Let's do D now. Flatten it. Flatten. Keep the thumb bent right here. Be careful. That's perfect. And stop for a second. And so you don't want to do that. You want it to be flat. Good. Start turning. Start turning. Start turning. Yeah, sooner than that. Okay. Let's do a D again. Right. Now flatten. Good. And don't go too much because you want it to stay flat. And start a bow now. Stop for a second. Release your pinky. Bring it a little closer in. Good. Now start turning. Turn. 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 Now A string with the whole arm. Come off and then do it with the whole arm. Yeah, don't change it with the hand.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
A string.
Look, watch me. So you're going up on D.
Oh, I see.
Start a bow on D. Stop for a second. Yeah, bring it. Good. Good. Thumb bent on the bow. Thumb bent. Thumb bent on your bow. I'm looking at your pinky and your thumb. Start turning right now. Off. Yeah. See if you can do this. With your whole arm. But your bow has to be on the edge for both up and down there. No, do here. Up. And now down. Start on the, right here you should be on the edge at this point. Go up, up. All the way.
So it's still.
Not only the edge, but what? Your whole arm is changing. Literally your arm. But don't change anything on your hand. Yeah, bring the pinky in closer again.
So it's just.
But it's on the edge, so it's like this. Yeah. That's it. On the edge.
Edge.
Yeah, do it again. Watch here. And go beyond it even. Come off. Go up, bow in the air a little to the end. Okay, stop for a second. Pinky. Good. Now if you finish it, watch. You can go a little more. So let's leave about this much before the end of the bow. Come off there. And so wait, stop. Bend your thumb on the bow. Okay. Good.
Oh, we're going
up
on D string?
Yeah. Good. And flatten the bow. Flatten it. Oh no, let's keep going down. Bow on it. And
No.
On A. Yeah. Flatten it. Bend your thumb on the bow. And bring your pinky in a little. Bring it in closer. Okay, good. I know, right? And now go ahead.
I'm laughing at myself. I'm sorry.
No, this is just, you've learned the other way very well, so that's okay. So let's do A now. Up bow. No, where you were.
A up bow.
Good. Start turning the bow. Keep going. Come off. And now A again. Flatten the bow. Flatten. Good. And up bow again on A. And then you're going to go to E. Turn the bow. Nice. Perfect. Beautiful. Flatten the bow. And angle parallel to the bridge. Nice. And stop. Bring your pinky in. Okay. And E again. That's nice. Flatten it. Yeah. You want to go this way. Let's do that. Let's do this again, the E. So this is what I want you to do. So you're going to go here, flatten it, and when you get to 90 degrees, stop.
Thank you.
And bring your pinky in.
Good down bow?
Down bow, yeah. Well, no, bow has to be on the edge there. But don't swivel it in your fingers. Actually turn it. Yeah. Nice.
Maybe that's what I'm doing. Am I doing this like that?
Not that much, but you did it that minute. So bring your pinky in. More. Little more. Okay. And bend your thumb.
Yeah, put little dot of paper dots, you do for.
Yeah. Okay, bring it in a little more. Good. All right, so E. And stop. No, don't do that with your elbow. This is fine what you did. It's perfect. Like that. Okay, and at that point, you're just going to move your elbow out. Like that. And back. And now at this point, you go with your whole arm up bow and off. That's the
that's
anatomy
something,
of the bow stroke.
something you just said that was really interesting. So, pinky and
Yeah.
thumb bit in that.
Good. Flatten the bow and go. Stop it. So you're actually wanting to do. I want you to. The bow is, you're kind of going down like this, so it's not parallel.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try that again. And I want you to stop at 90 degrees, so stop sooner than that. Bend your thumb and your pinky. And your thumb is not, your thumb is still on the leather guard. It needs to be between the leather guard and in that little space. Good. And bend your thumb. Good. Beautiful. Flatten it. Good. I still think it needs to be a little like that. Okay, now just from your elbow, forearm. Yes, and now stop. Your pinky has moved a lot, so let it come in. Bring it in. Pick it up and put it back. Okay, and now go up, bow. Right, and stop. That's 90 degrees. And now it's the whole arm. Start turning. Turn the bow. Bow has to be
So it's like
on the edge there.
yeah. It's actually two motions. It's one is the elbow.
One is dropping your, not only the elbow, but look, you have to drop there. You're dropping your upper arm is at the same time as your. I'll show you. I'm dropping my upper arm. My bow is on the edge. Now it flattens, and at that point I'm at 90 degrees. And then, just from the forearm, elbow out. From the elbow, come back to the same place, and the whole thing is with the whole arm.
I think I almost got it.
Okay, but let's look at the bow hold again.
Uh,
Hold it vertically. That's the best way to set it up. And thumb bend. Okay.
Wait, excuse me.
Okay. Nice.
G.
Yeah. So the upper arm is going to slowly fall as you flatten the bow. Don't start with the bow on the string. Start above. Yeah. Good. Flatten your hand too. See if you can keep your thumb bent down. Do that again. I think that one thing I just want to say, look at me again. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
Just do that. And pinky again and thumb. Okay. Yes. See how your wrist became now flat. Good. And now it's just going to extend from the elbow out. Nothing with it. Right? Keep your thumb bent. Don't go to the very tip. And stop right about there. And turn. The whole thing goes up. And off. Off. Yeah. Again. Drop your upper arm. Upper arm drops. Stop. Okay, stop for a second. Let's look at your bow hold. You don't have to change it. You were good. No, flatten it. Just where you were. Pinky has to be rounded though. Okay, now just extend from the. Yes, and don't do too much because now you see how you straighten your pinky. You don't need to. Yeah, you don't have to go. Look, you don't have to go like that and start distorting your hand to reach it. I know that you have long arms, but still, I just stop there. I stop when it's before it starts feeling strained. Okay, pinky again. Bring it in. Good. Now. And stop. Because your pinky is now, yes. And your thumb too. Yes, good. Now start turning. Turn. And keep going. Yeah, that's right. Oh, so as soon as you start, you have to start turning your hands. Okay, nice. Stop. That's enough for now. Turn. So when you come back, sorry, you're right. have to stop because I have a meeting,
Oh, yeah.
staff meeting in a minute.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. This is good. This is a lot. I mean, this is like.
It's a lot. Let me just do it again in front of the video. Actually, it's better.